everyone, welcome to another Izombie recap here on the channel. The final season is well on its way to building to a conclusion with the humans and zombies gearing up for war. Let's go ahead and get to watching. Like and subscribe for daily content. The episode begins with Ravi and Liv arriving at an upscale restaurant where the head chef has been found murdered. She was a perfectionist apparently and had many enemies. The CDC severs their work with Ravi after finding out he knew that people with Freilich syndrome could cure zombies. 2 Fillmore Graves guards are shot outside the lockdown facility as men leap out of a van and then set smoke bombs off inside, taking the other guards out. Major arrives at the lockdown facility and finds out the intruders took several of their deep-freeze zombies. They do find one guard still alive in the basement, though. Clive's pregnant ex-girlfriend is assigned to Clive's unit, and he's obviously very uncomfortable with this change, still not knowing if the child is his or not. Liv's perfectionist brain takes effect, and she and Clive interrogate some of the suspects. The doctor at the CDC that Ravi has been working with has a twin sister that lives in Seattle, and she shows up at the morgue. Ravi tries to get her to talk to her sister, but they argue over a ring and the twin leaves. Clive and Liv interrogate another suspect, the head waiter from the restaurant, who may have been the last to see the victim alive. He suggests the killer may have been another chef there who prepared brains. Clive rushes to the hospital when he finds out that his ex, Michelle, was in an accident while investigating something at the ice rink. She tells him that the baby is most likely not his since they only slept together once. Liv runs into her mother at the hospital, and their reunion is anything but friendly. I had honestly forgotten about her mother, but it's been since season 1 or 2 since we saw her. She and Liv argue about her brother, and then she brings up the past about her father. Turns out he was just some sort of junkie who left when Liv was born and then returned years later. I swear this feels like brand new information. I do not at all remember there being an issue of Liv's paternity in the early seasons. Liv's mother leaves after telling Liv the name of her father, and then Liv tells her to tell her brother that she misses him, but she says he's not interested. During another interrogation, Liv has a flash to when another employee was caught stealing brains, and the victim discovered this. Major tries to figure out who attacked the guards and stole the deep-freeze zombie. One of the missing guards shows up at Major's home and tells him that one of his trusted friends is responsible for the attack. Liv and Clive return to the hospital to interview the man who stole brains from the restaurant, but it turns out he has an alibi for the time of the murder. Liv figures out that the first man they interrogated is the man who killed the victim, and he confesses, saying the victim was going to out him as a zombie, so he killed her. Major sets up a plan to expose Captain Bell for what he's done, and catches him as he tries to kill the attack survivor. He tells Major that he had to do something since it's either humans or zombies, there is no in between. He takes another guard hostage and attempts to escape, but Major shoots him in the head. Ravi arranges to get the doctor from the CDC's twin sister out of Seattle, and we see that the lady who is working for the creepy zombie guy is escorting her out. As the episode comes to an end, we see creepy zombie guy at his home with all the zombies he's captured. There's a knock at the door and he goes upstairs and finds Liv. She confirms his name and tells him that she is his daughter. This is the man that her mother told her about earlier in the episode, and I absolutely did not see this one coming at all. I'm going to leave this one here. Be sure and give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'll be back next week with another recap. Thanks for watching, everyone.